Hello everybody, this is Zaxter99. Now, in one of my last videos, I actually tried to show my bearded dragon Rocky my new Tarantula soda to see if he would notice it as well as as easily as he does his dubia roaches through the glass. But he didn't notice. Afterwards, I decided it had been about, I think, a little over 2 weeks since I had fed Soda roach, but she had eaten a massive sized roach. And I actually saw another roach that I'd put in here a couple weeks ago, like the first week I had Soda, into the tank. And it was a lot smaller at the time, and it actually buried itself in the dirt, and I couldn't find it. Here I actually see that it came out, and it has grown quite a bit. You see it there to the left of Soda. And I was just kind of curious if Soda was hungry. So I got her out of her little hole, and then I watched the dubia roach that was in the tank actually move itself right in front of Soda. If Soda was hungry, she would have nabbed it right there, I would believe. Now, I call Soda a her just because I got a feeling that it's a her, but it could just as easily be a male. I have no way of knowing at this point if it's a male or a female. So here, just to make sure that Soda isn't hungry, I kind of scare the roach into Soda's vision again. And the roach actually makes a move, I guess trying to crawl up under the spider. Not very smart on the roach's part. Yeah, I guess it's looking for dark and trying to crawl under Soda here. Boy, roaches aren't very smart, are they? I wonder where the roach actually realizes, or if it ever even does, that it's in huge danger right here under the fangs of my tarantula. Does it sense that it's in danger? I don't know. It kind of slows down. It doesn't just keep plodding along. It has its antenna. You can see the roach's antenna working there. You would think it would be able to sense danger. And Soda's fangs look like they might be ready to penetrate the dubia as I get some different angles here on the spider. All I know is I would not want to be that poor dubia roach at this moment. There's another video I have where Soda took down a bigger roach than this. It was a very long battle, and Soda basically sucked out the insides of that roach for like 5 or 6 hours before that roach died. That roach was still trying to crawl away and get away like 5-6 hours after Soda initially penetrated its underbelly with its fangs. Here, from this angle, you can see Soda, is lifting its legs up for the roach, but her fangs are definitely not penetrating the roach. She just seems disinterested. She's obviously still full from the roach more than 2 weeks ago that I first fed her. And I'll have a link down to that video. It's like a 36-minute video that I actually trimmed down from over 6 hours of video that I took. But it was pretty cool. I got some pretty cool shots of Dubia eating her first meal, or her first meal that I fed her, since I got her anyway. Here you see the roach kind of slip away here, and Soda's making no movement to make it a meal. In fact, Soda actually makes a movement away. Here's a good overshot as I zoom out. Now, Soda looks a lot bigger here than she actually is. If I zoom out, you see my 10-gallon tank here. Here's another shot of Soda. And I decided that this roach is too big for Soda anyway. And I thought, well, maybe the roach is too big. She remembers the 6-hour battle she had to keep fighting to keep that roach under her legs a couple weeks ago. So I got the big roach out of there, put it back in the roach bin, and found a smaller one to see if maybe Soda would be interested in eating something more meal-sized. Something that wouldn't be the size of a horse to me or you. And again, no interest. The roach runs right by the front of her eyes. Here I take some metal tongs and tweezers and try to get the roach to move in front of her again. And this roach is a little bit smarter than the last one. It's not running right underneath the spider to try to get in the dark. Trying to keep a good angle on the spider and the roach with one hand on my camcorder and one hand trying to move this roach is a little bit more difficult than you might think. Trying to hold the camera still without moving it all over the place, while at the same time trying to fight this roach to get it to move in front of the spider. But even still, I think Soda would sense the movement. She has all kinds of hairs all over her legs that I believe sense vibrations and stuff like that. I mean, if she wanted this roach, if she was hungry, I think she would have been all over it. Unless she fears the tongs that I have down in there. The tweezers, whatever they are. Whatever you want to call them. And here you see the roach trying to bury itself in the dirt. But I'm not having it. I'm like, get back out here. Present yourself to Soda. Soda, are you hungry? There's your T-bone. Will Soda take the T-bone right in front of her? This roach has its antenna going too. You can see him moving. And I think this roach is a little bit smarter, because instead of trying to run under the spider to get a little bit of darkness, because roaches do love the dark, this roach starts making a run for the dirt and trying to bury itself inside the dirt. And again, Soda at this point, you see all the hairs on every one of its legs. I'm pretty sure that each of those hairs, I've watched enough like documentaries and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that those hairs are sensitive to vibrations and would alert the spider of exactly where that prey is. One good reason that I actually use dubia roaches too is they make a great feeder insect, not only for my bearded dragon, but for something like this tarantula as well. A cricket, feeding a tarantula a cricket does pose some risk, as crickets can actually bite. And if a cricket got a bite, even a small snip of the spider's abdomen, for example, that spider could be dead meat. So that's one reason I like dubias. Not only that, dubias supposedly make a very nutritious meal for reptiles. I'm sure for spiders too. And you can see that dubia roach continuing to bury itself into the dirt. I think that's pretty cool how they seek out darkness so much they will bury themselves under the dirt like that. I had no idea dubias would do that. So now here I am, I'm just moving Soda. I'm not trying to pick on her, guys. I'm actually just trying to move her out of the way so that I could place the coffee can back in there where it was. And put it back, and that way she can go back to her burrow whenever she feels it's time to go back. So I place the coffee can back. Now the coffee can is in here, so when she gets bigger she'll actually have a shelter, because she's not going to be able to dig down under there when she's big, I don't think. But there, it's his den, and Soda does find her way back to her den just a few hours later. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.